Good morning, children. Now we are going to do chapter 4, which is a poem. The name of the poem is The Story of a Baby Squirrel. Now, children, you all must have seen a squirrel which must be coming to your house or also on the treetop. Now, in this poem, we are going to read about the poet, how she made it her pet. The poet's name is Dorothy Aldis. Now, I am going to read the poem and I will explain you. He ran right out of the woods to me, little and furry and panting with fright. I offered a finger just to see, and both of his paws held on to it tight. Now, in this first stanza, the poet is telling about the squirrel, that the squirrel ran out of the woods, means ran out of the trees, and it came out and it just ran towards the poet. It was a little and furry. Furry means fur, and panting with fright, and it was breathing hard because of fear. Maybe some dog must have scared him, or maybe some branch must have fallen on it. So it ran towards the poet. The poet offered a finger just to see whether it was scared of the poet or not, but it held it on to it tight with both of his paws. You know, you have hands and animals have paws. Next stanza. Was it dogs that had scared him, a crashing limb? I waited a while, but there wasn't a sign of his mother coming to rescue him. So then I decided he was mine. When the squirrel came running towards the poet waited for a time to see if his mother is coming behind him, but she saw that nobody came. So she felt that the squirrel is for her. So she rescued it and brought it home. I lifted him up and he wasn't afraid to ride along in the crook of my arm. A very fine place, he thought, just made for keeping me comfortable, safe and warm. The poet lifted it up and saw that the squirrel was not afraid, and the squirrel climbed up the poet's hand and it rested on the crook of his arm. This part of the hand is known as crook of the arm, and the squirrel went and rested there as if this place was made for the squirrel, and she felt and the squirrel felt very comfortable there and safe and warm. At home he seemed happy to guzzle his milk out of an eyedropper 6 times a day. We gave him a pillow of damask silk on which he very royally lay. When the poet brought the squirrel back home, the poet offered milk to the squirrel, and the squirrel drank all the milk with the help of an eyedropper, and it drank 6 times a day. The poet also gave him a pillow of damask silk. Damask silk is pure silk, which is very fine, on which he very royally lay. Royally lay means it felt that the squirrel was just like a king, and it lay on the pillow because it was very soft. He frisked on the carpets, he whisked up the stairs, where he played with some soap till it made him sneeze. He loved it exploring the tables and chair, and he climbed up the curtains exactly like trees. Now the squirrel had come to the house and everything was new for the squirrel. So it played on the carpets and it climbed up the stairs to find out what all was there. And it found a soap with which it started playing, and it kept on playing till it sneezed. Then the squirrel, it loved to see the tables and chairs, and it ran all over them, and it climbed the curtains as it climbs the trees. The same way it climbed the curtains and then came back down. We watched his fuzzy grey stomach swell. He grew until he could leave a dent in the pillow on which he'd slept so well, and then, oh, then one morning he went. Now see, the squirrel was very small and little when it came to the poet, but now the squirrel was growing big and fat. So the place on which the squirrel used to sleep, now it left a dent. Dent means when you sit on a cushion and you get up, you see that it is pressed. The same way here also, the squirrel, when it got up, there was a dent there, and the stomach used to, when it used to sleep, the stomach used to swell, go up and down, and it slept very nicely on the pillow which was given by the poet. But one morning, what happened? The squirrel went away. Now, perhaps a squirrel around the place adopted him. Oh, we are certain it's true. For once a little looking down face seemed to be saying, "How do you do?" Now when the squirrel went away, then the poet thought that maybe some squirrel must have adopted him, because when the squirrel was in their house, they used to see a squirrel come and peep through the window and say as if, "How do you do?" So maybe that squirrel must have adopted this squirrel, and that is why it went away and it did not come back. So children, I have explained you the poem. I hope you must have understood it, and try to find out and see a squirrel. You will learn the poem and write it neatly with the drawing in your English literature exercise book. Thank you.